Ego with a eye when I'm sipping. Please keep it feeling and no giving. I've been letting like a fucking demon. Shawty, she mine, go to tripping. Ego with a eye when I'm sipping.
Rapid fire questions. We got 5 questions. This is a segment that we're going to be adding to this. It's basically like worst case scenario. Mm-hmm. And we just want to know, what would you do? What would you pick out of the 2? Right? So we're going to give you 2 scenarios. And then
would you rather is this shit?
Basically, almost like would you rather. All right. Would you rather have a broken foot and it heals in 7 months, but it forever pains you? Like you feel it like when the weather is bad. You feel it when it's like it's like a terrible situation outside. Or would you rather a cheating ex that's hot as shit?
That's such a contrast.
It is. That's the point.
Ex. She can go back to the
you
States,
mean?
man.
Oh, no, but I'm saying you got to keep her. You got to keep her. You got to keep.
Ex. What the fuck? Wait, keep an ex, bro.
That's what I'm saying though. You got to run back to it. Like she's like basically you leave her and you got to run back to it every once in a while.
Okay, give me the fucking broken foot. Give me the fucking aching pain for 7 years of my life. I don't care.
Because the reason why I drew it is because they're both comparison to the same thing. Like an ex that you can't get rid of, fam, is just like a bad feeling in your foot that you can never get rid of. The weather changes, she just shows up.
The ex at some point will fade away, fam. So I guess it's the same thing. You're right.
Exactly. Right? Now you're starting to gain it. See, this is why I use these comparisons.
Man, that's such a worked on question.
I was like, this is what you think about when you're type.
See, the inner workings of my brain. Now you're getting there. All right. Second one. Would you rather have a Nicki Minaj feature on a record or get a feature from Cardi?
Cardi?
Yeah.
Cardi versus
Cardi
Nicki.
B.
Cardi B.
Oh, this is gonna be a problem in the future. Do I even answer that?
One of them is gonna call them.
Hey, one of them might be calling you.
Megan Thee Stallion.
Oh.
He's future proofing.
He knew how to jump that one. He knew how to circumvent that one.
Yo. Just because of
No, just on feeling. I'm not talking about talent.
Songs that I used to listen to and I really fuck with from like time, Nicki Minaj would probably be
Yo,
like,
Cardi's saying that he's just like, fuck you, nigga.
Yo, Cardi's fire. All of them. Put them all in the song, man.
See, I decided to put them in the fire. All right.
All of them
last rapid fire question and last one that basically we want to know.
I thought we had 5.
No, we do, but I figured this one will roll it into the other.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
You sure, Ski?
So, you're walking down a road, and you got 2 choices.
Oh fuck.
You can walk to the left, and there's $1 million at the end of the road, but your entire life will fall apart once you touch that money. Second road, you can be broke as fuck for the next 50 years. But at the end of that 50-year journey, you
50?
get 50. You get rich as shit, and I mean everything you've ever wanted. But you die in a week.
What the fuck? There's no good there's nothing good about any of those, fam.
Hey, there's ways to.
You know what? Fuck it. I'm going for the 50 mil. No, what is it?
50 years.
I'm going for the 50 years because whatever. You know, it's like at least until 50 I'm going to get to live a good life. And then because if I go get that what was it?
You get $100 million.
Then my life is ruined.
You're ruined. Everything about it is done.
At least I'll be rich for a week before I die. You know what I'm saying?
Now you get the concept. See, I did it on purpose because it goes back to like the reason why I said it's a multifaceted question is because a friend of mine showed me this psychology book, and he says that it compares to music. He says
it's the music industry. I know where you were going with that.
Yeah. He says that you can take the short route and get a shit ton of money, right? And you can get signed, and you can get a 360 deal, and you do all of that stuff. But the very second you touch that money, like the very second you touch that money, your career, everything you ever had an aspiration as an artist is over.
Because you got shelved.
Exactly. He knows exactly where it's going. The second side of this, you walk a long, lonely, desperate road. That's creating. You basically formulate partners with people. You create an industry. You build basically an entire genre in itself, but you don't get to see it because basically by the time you are popular, and then you're done. Like you're too old to experience all the good things that you've worked.
But that's just life in general. Like to a certain extent, you know, if you're working to success, unless you're fortunate to get it on one shot, it's just like that's what you're really doing. Like when you reach 70, 80, 90, if you had the opportunity to be like, I knew life was good, let me relive all those things, you would.
Now the reason why I said that is like here's the
At the
second
same time, man, there is good deals.
Yeah.
But in order to have a good deal, this is what the difference with the music industry is nowadays. It's not really that different though. It's like, have you watched the NWA movie?
Yeah.
Right? These guys were at a show, they're selling out shows. That's how a label reached them, right? And they still got, you know, ripped off. Pretty
much. Yeah.
Pretty much. Then nowadays, you have, like, if you build yourself up with, let's say, followers, and you already build your, like, put out a few projects or whatever, and a label try to sign you, because we're in an independent world right now, label try to sign you, then
they're kind of capitalized off something they've already built.
They have to convince you to sign. And at that point, if you're a good investment to them, they'll pay that fucking money that you want.
Well, the reason why
why
I say that in the second part of the question is because here's the fourth part of the question is, now that you've taken that long road and you're in the middle of it now, do you screw over the best artist you have because you know that's the only way to get to that next step, or do you stay? The second question is, do you stay loyal and let him bankrupt you? Because it's a lesson every person has to take.
What? What was it? What?
Okay, as an artist, we all take this long journey road, right? Especially as a producer, you have a choice now in that road because everybody knows. Like, pick Kanye, Jay-Z, right? They're going together, had a great road together. They reached that 7-year pinnacle in the road.
They're both billionaires.
At this point, Jay-Z has to make a decision. Do I keep Kanye's masters, or do I sell Kanye's masters to the label to get mine back?
Look, man. At the end of the day, just because you made that example is it like the
now
example that you used, it makes it a little bit more difficult. Cause
that's what I was saying. But now you understand what I'm saying.
You don't know what happened between those two guys. Like, you don't know if Jay-Z just called Kanye and was like, "Yo, if I do this, I get this." Kanye's a billionaire already. He's selling shoes and shit.
Yeah, he's not even really in music at that point. Yeah,
and he's like, "Yeah, you fucking blessed me at the beginning, so go for it.
Yeah,
go get your money."
So that's what I'm saying.
That's probably what happened. But, like, I don't know. I don't know what I would do.
No, I'm saying, but put in your situation, you couldn't think that far to say that, all right.
If it happened to me and I was on Kanye's side,
I'm saying you're Jay-Z.
Oh, if I'm Jay-Z, I'm asking Kanye.
What, so
asking Kanye, yo, it has to be an understanding. Otherwise, I don't give a fuck. Fucking Jay-Z is a billionaire. He doesn't care about this. Like, he probably cares about it, but it's like, yo... It's favor for favor.
Well, that's what I've realized is that's part of the parody.
That's why that makes sense.
That's why I made the parodies, because like you got to think about it in that long run. Whereas when you take that long journey, somewhere in between that journey, you're gonna have to get a sticky situation with somebody you build.
Again, that's life.
You're gonna end up like you two are gonna end up screwing each other over at some point, and your friendship has to be solid enough to go. You know what, bro? That was just bad vibes. Now we can come back together.
Most of the time, these guys don't even know they're screwing each other over, though.
Facts.
Yeah.
So that's why they're fucking... Like, when they figured it out, and you know what Jay-Z is doing with, like... His label is fucking crazy. So, like, let's not even get into that.
We're not even going to discuss on that.
These guys are businessmen, bro. Like, it's business. And now they're businessmen. When they first signed, you never know what the agreements were. And, like,
I mean,
I don't fucking know. If a label comes up to me and is like... I'm going to sign you, and I read this contract. I'm not going to know 50% of this shit.
Yeah. Well, that's why...
But here's 20 mil.
That's the thing, yeah.
And you're like, fuck, okay. Like,
that's the first reaction to a lot of people,
and you need money, and you want to get out. You know? So it's like...
And who knows, right? Like, the contract sell-off could have been something that favored, like, Kanye's...
Both sides. Right? Well, that's why I asked.
Because it could have been like, oh... We're not going to sign with you if you're still under this label, or
they probably wouldn't even allow them to start title.
Yeah,
They might have held it under him that he couldn't start titled or whatever it is,
between
right?
them,
You never know.
Right.
But I only asked him that because the final question is now that he's made it to the end and he's now done all this
Jay-Z's
work.
probably gonna bless him with a lot of money.
I was gonna say,
once he gets some money from these masters that he got back,
yeah,
I bet he's gonna like gift Kanye.
Probably.
Something.
There's
Like,
some. There's something.
It's a friendship, fam.
Yeah, there's something.
You're both rich. You're both up. Who cares at this point? Even if you're one is a millionaire, one is
One's
a billionaire.
It doesn't matter.
It's like
yeah.
you're rich. You're good.
Yeah.
You know, don't be petty and greedy and shit. Like,
Hey, but that's what destroys
but
most
hey,
friendships, right?
if they come to agreement like, yo, this is a good business decision for both of us, then boom.
yeah.
Because you don't know what they got planned.
So now we have escaped the perils. We've done everything else. We've actually made it to the end. What's the first thing you do with the big check?
Buy property.
Nice.
My G.
Make that money work.
Buy property and like residual income and live blessed for your
All right.
for the rest of your life.
And here's the final whatever after. You got two sides. Your family, your friends. Sorry, not your friends. You got your family, your girl, your kid, everybody else, your grandma. But you've got the other side of it as your people who help build the company, the people who help, who do you leave the interest to? Who do you leave to control the business? The people who helped you build it,
Whoever
or the
I'm gonna
people?
build the business with is gonna be family. If I'm
So you
doing
don't see it.
business
So you
with
don't
I
see it as
consider
one
you-
or the other.
I don't like keeping too big of circles. Like, you know, I just like having people that I consider family around me and I work with and I can trust.
So it's all family to you.
So it has to be like, if you're working with me at that level and build like this empire, whatever,
Yeah.
you're considered family.
It pretty much includes that.
You know what I mean? Like, it's just like,
That's
it's a good question.
No, that's
still.
that's a good way of looking at it. Because I just wanted to see what your journey through your career, like, you know, before you get
Hey,
there.
family comes first. That's what I already told you. Like, family always comes first. But for me, to have you like be by my side, like, and help me
Go
through
through
the
the
process
trenches,
and all
yeah.
everything that I go through, your family. You know what I'm
So
saying?
everybody gets a piece.
So I have a question.
Mm.
And it's more of like it's not as like his.
Hey, I make you think.
So based off the career and the industry and stuff like that, it's a would you rather. But would you rather be a famous producer or simply be able to be the exclusive producer for your favorite artist?
Ooh, that's a good one.
A famous super producer.
Yeah.
Like a perfect example would be like Pharrell.
Mm.
You know.
Not
He's a
many
super
people touch
producer.
him.
He
Not
does
many people
everything.
touch him.
He
But
does
goddamn,
everything.
when he does it, it's like
It's crazy. He's sick with it.
Yeah. Mm. Yeah, man.
A famous producer, I guess would be a good thing.
Yeah.
no. I mean,
I want to be known as a famous artist because producers are artists too.
see, that's
Let's not even not mention that because
Yeah.
like producers, what they're doing is
it's art.
it's art.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
but-
straight up art.
So
You know?
let's mod that question. So instead of you being the favorite artist, you simply get to work with your favorite artist.
Get
Whether
to
or
work
not,
with my favorite artist.
or be the producer.
Get
So
to do
you have to
everything
deal with
from
everybody, like everybody from like, you know, like
Being a
your-
producer sometimes is just with most like great artists,
Yeah.
it's just sending them the beat.
Mm.
That's
Right.
your own end because they have.
If
their own
I'm
team
in the
for
studio
that.
with someone creating something, even for my like, let's say I'm in the studio with Andrew and we're making a song together, I'm still producing that.
Mm.
Like as we were making the song together, type of thing. You know, verse is gonna go here, hook is gonna go here, and singing like this, like same shit that I say when we're recording.
Yeah.
I do when I'm recording with people too. We're being an artist type of thing.
Mm.
You know, so
We have co-arrangement.
I feel
all the
like
time.
doing everything should be called being an artist.
It is. Like
That's
the
it.
way I paint, the way I look at it for myself personally is, I'm not necessarily like one dimension. Like I do comedy, I do a lot of artistry, I do hosting, I do like a lot of things that are very versatile. But I can't consider myself like a master in any of them. So I am an artist. I'm
it's
just
really
somebody
hard
who's.
to just like be able to do that many things. But what I've realized is for me, I've come to an understanding with like how my creative process works that I'm able to do everything music.
Mm.
Anything musical, I can do at a very high capacity. But then when we're talking about promo, marketing,
Yeah.
graphic design. There's
Yeah.
so many, like video, like directing.
Yeah.
That's not your tip of the hat, neither is it
Nah.
mine.
You know, someday I might do clothes, but you know, that's to be determined.
Yeah, you know, if the inspiration hits.
Cool.
Well,
Sometimes it hits, sometimes it don't, but like when it does.
all right, final question of the day, and anybody in the group can hit it, and this way we can all decide on the last final points. I'll let our guests go first. In today's climate and today's times, what do you feel like the best thing, like, do you protect your own personal interests? Do you look at how far in like 10 years, or like financially, how, like, especially in today's market, like knowing that being a producer, being an MC, being like, it's practically almost dead for us at some points. How do we future-proof ourselves?
Keep working. Take advantage of this time of being home.
Yeah.
And do what you need to do to keep working and get your shit out there, because you know there's a lot of people that don't do music or don't have some type of like creative thing to do, where they have nothing to do. They just are locked in their house, looking at the ceiling, looking at TV, and you get sick. That's 6 on your
That
brain. That can fuck you up mentally. You know what I mean? So as artists, we have one thing that keeps us like going, and it's creating. So like I feel like all artists should create as much as possible right now, you know? All the emotion, everything that they have, put them on these fucking songs. And I promise you, like, something good will come out of it, honestly.
Bro?
So yeah, build on that, kind of like reconnect and recharge. You know, take an opportunity to like reconnect to like your inspirations or your original core skill set, and you know, recharge the creative process, because there's always a need for people to make content, produce, and create, and kind of bring that like magic to the world, so to speak.
And
so
bars.
Yeah, so just to be able to do that and like improve your craft too, right? Something might need refinement. And, you know, this is a perfect opportunity for you to sit down and be like, whether or not it's generating the next beat, or like learning a skill set to create that new art, or working on your pitch and candor to reach certain melodies and stuff like that. There's work to be done.
Thanks. And I'm going to pivot on the last point. I think this is the time for those who don't have many things to do, or those who don't have much to do. This is the time for self-reflection. This is the time to take the time and fix the inner demons that you have, the things that don't necessarily work out for you the most.
To better yourself.
Facts. Yeah. Then the second thing is, and the third thing is just like, after you've taken that time and of actually fixing the things that are working for yourself, fix relationships that you have with people. Facts. Go back and take the time to actually look at yourself and understand that the reason why a lot of people don't take the time out for you may not because you had the greatest relationship with them. And it could be 1 or 2 times that you've put them in a bad space, or you put yourself. Just allow yourself, after you've healed, to be seen in a better light. And then the third point, love everybody like you expect it to be loved. Because in a time where love is so short and love is so basically so few, give as many people love as you can get back. Because now, while you are trapped in the house, that person that's beside you needs you to love them even more. Yeah. Because they're trapped in the house.
Bro, you don't know what it means to
you know what I mean? Like people, you don't hear from, those people who don't have anybody. Be thankful when you have somebody to sit at home with and spend some time with, even though you spent the 58th day in a row and haven't left the house, and you're mad as shit at each other and they ate the last Cheeto. Like, I don't care. Love on them. Why? Because that person was there for you for 58 days. The 59th day doesn't give you the reason to stop loving them. And that's the way I end my point. All right, then. Everybody give your socials. I am Andrew Coley, a.k.a. LIP, the Lord_905, or Lord905 on their Instagram.
Me?
Yes,
at Majik Beats, MAJIK Beats on Instagram. New song just dropped.
Go hear it.
Yeah, plug that up.
On my own. Just look it up.
You already know. And
your boy Mr. Remarkable. You can find me at Mr. Remarkable on Instagram. And yeah, we'll go from there. But yeah, all the links to all this favorite yummy content is going to be in the description, so check it out.
And we actually made it through a show without me saying welcome.
Yeah,
He just said it.
right. He set himself up for
Gotta
that.
find it.
No, we do it every show, so I have
Welcome,
to find.
welcome.
No, I have to find a way to like scream it into the show because at the end of the year, like literally at the end of the year, I'm gonna have him pull up all of it of me saying welcome, 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 and make it a blooper video.
Should go viral.
Like I try to think of these little things to create stories.